Hello, welcome to Whiskey Advent 2020. This is day 24. It is Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas.
It's our last day, and we've saved the best for last.
We've saved the best for last. Today we have Barrell Craft Spirits, their bourbon. 15 years, 104.9 proof. It is their yearly releases, the 2020 edition, or as they call it, Series 3. This is distilled in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Indiana. So Tennessee would be Dickel, Kentucky we don't know, and Indiana would be MGP. This is an incredible blend. This is, I don't know, this is my favorite thing of the year, for sure. I think I like 2019 better than I like 2020, but this is really, really great. Really great.
Mm-hmm. Again, we haven't met a barrel we didn't like.
That is true.
Or haven't tasted a barrel we didn't like.
That is true. This is around $200. I think the average across the U.S. is $250, but certainly cheaper. And to me, this is such a high quality product that I'm willing to pay for it every year. And I know it's always going to be around the same price, and it's not going to be allocated, and it's going to be behind the glass and special, but it's right there. It also comes in this annoying box that they've been doing for, I guess, the entire series, so 3 years now. The reason I say it's annoying is that the top of the box goes all the way down to the bottom, or close to the bottom, so you have to hold it like this, and it's very easy, especially with the bottle and the weight in it, for the box to fall apart. So you can break some bottles with that. I've heard that the 2018 expression is even better. If you ever find one of those, the Series 1, definitely get your hands on it. So Barrell's easily my favorite company, I think, along with Compass Box. High West is kind of a close third, but the Compass Box and the Barrell are my top two whiskey makers. And it's funny that those three are, I think Barrell does have a distillery now, and High West does have a distillery, but I really love the stuff they produce, regardless of them not having a distillery. So Barrell wins all kinds of awards. I think Fred Minnick said the batch 26 that just came out and is, only,
do we have that yet?
We don't.
Okay.
Was only beat. We don't even have 25 either. That batch 26 was only beat by Pappy 15 years. So widely available, about a tenth of the price. Make your own choices.
I choose Barrel.
Yeah. Shall we get to tasting?
We shall.
It's incredibly nutty. That's the first thing you'll notice. I think that comes from the
Get a little
Dickel.
fruit.
Yeah. A lot of tobacco and a hint of cherry, but it's so deep in there that you're kind of wanting more of it every time you kind of go in.
I mean, definitely tell from the nose it's
Bourbon,
and it's a high proof.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of not getting a ton on the nose, to be honest.
Again, Barrell does everything cask strength. And since this is a 15-year, and probably some older stuff in there, the proof goes down just a tad because it's been in there for so long.
Can definitely tell there's rye in there. It is nice and spicy.
Yes.
And nutty.
It's incredibly bold. There's a hint of just bread, but like you get the caraway and the
like rye bread.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And just some spices in there that are more like seed spices that you would find in bread generally.
Because it's not terribly sweet.
It's not.
It's like
it's so smoky,
spicy,
and there's a char and it's leather and
nutty.
Tobacco, and there's so much depth. There's a hint of sweetness, just
a hint,
just the right amount, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This is an incredible dram, and always available. So about 8,000 bottles produced yearly for the craft spirits one, and I think most liquor stores will get at least one bottle.
We look very festive.
We do.
Red sweater. What is this called? This is a specific kind of.
I don't know.
It's called something. This black and red checked.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to Google after this.
What are you getting on the palate? On the finish? To me, it's
nutty and spicy.
Char. Yeah. I think the tobacco just lingers a little while. Like if I didn't know any better, I'd say this might be finished in a brandy or a cognac cask. It's got that real kind of that leathery, smoky, but it hasn't.
Has it been finished in anything, or
just kind of married. Of the 3 selections, they have a finishing barrel that they have everything in, but
quite lovely, beautiful color.
Yeah,
Beautiful,
real tart, and you can tell the wood because there's a lot of bitterness there. But it's subtle, and I mean it's not subtle, but it's subdued more than others.
Yeah, it's not
But
like
you can tell it's old.
Pudding. It's,
yeah, no, you can tell. You can tell it's really pretty old.
It's a very classy taste to it.
Very classy.
If classy were a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of refined, bold, nutty.
The nose is incredible.
Leathery. I get all that.
A little bit of a hug for me. Higher proof, the char. It's got some burn, which I love.
Generally get a hug.
Yeah. So nutty. Lots of peanut.
Barrel's just
fantastic.
How'd you come across Barrel to begin with?
And I don't remember.
Because it was like suddenly you found it, and I don't remember when, and it was like he was coming home with bottles of, I gotta get batch this, I gotta get batch this, I gotta get batch this. I think it was while I was pregnant, yet again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I'm trying to remember, where did you first taste it? Or how did you find out about it?
I think it was because of this actual expression.
Oh, last year's.
Yeah, the 2019.
Okay.
Not that I hadn't noticed it before and maybe had a bottle or two, but I think I tried batch 20 or 19 at some point, and it was just so dang good. And then I was like, well, geez, if I'm going to kind of up my game a little bit, I want this one. And it certainly did. I can't remember. I don't know.
I'm just curious. Was someone recommended?
Oh, I know. Well, is it? Was it the Encore Barrel Pick? There's
maybe
our local liquor store has a 14-year, and they always get a 14-year every year. And so I think 2+ years ago they had the 14-year Barrel Pick, which is almost as good as this, maybe a little better. So they always get a 14-year. And it is so delicious.
Okay, so he probably recommended you try it, and then...
And that's even in better value to me than this. The 14-year is like half the price of this, and it is fantastic. But it's a barrel pick, so it's a little cheaper, and you get a little more. I feel like it's great. So this is widely...
I think a milk chocolate would go good with this.
Oh, yeah.
Because milk chocolate is a little sweeter, and you kind of got the spicy nutty.
I
think that'd be good because I think a dark chocolate would be
too much bitter.
Yeah. Milk chocolate or like a salted caramel chocolate, maybe.
Any thoughts for the final day of our
thoughts? For your thoughts?
Any thoughts for the whole calendar and what you experienced this whole thing?
It was an experience.
It was an experience. It was very fun. It was a lot of work, but it wasn't a lot of work.
A lot of work. It took some time.
It took some time.
We had to carve out time, and it generally was after the little ones went to bed. Cause
it was nice doing it together.
Yeah. Because we both enjoy whiskey, so it's fun having okay, this is me and Blake are gonna go do this together. And
we do tastings with each other sometimes, but it was just nice to actually sit down and put our thoughts down each day. Or sometimes in advance, but I
rarely.
had a great time.
I think we did 2 videos in advance. That was it.
So I had a great time doing this. It was a lot of fun. I think we're going to do it again next year at a minimum. I think next year we need to be a little more planned.
Probably.
But this is a great trial run. I think. Would you like to continue making videos and doing content?
Yeah.
We had a good time, and we've thought about different ideas we want to continue doing. So maybe we'll continue doing some things. I had a blast actually doing it, and
it's very enjoyable.
Going through each day, and
it was a lot though to have to drink every day and think about it, and so 24 days in a row. It's kind of intense. It's intense. I will say. And because we had to get notes and thoughts, and sometimes we'd have to pour a little more. And then we were tired by the end of the night, and it was oh, I don't want to drink right now. So it got tiring, but it was fun, and I think I could do it. I think we should do it again next year. I think we definitely need to have filming days and prepare a little better. Just so we don't have to drink
so
Don't
much.
even drink so much.
Even though it's enjoyable.
Yeah, see, mine's about gone here.
Wow. So floral, too. Get some more notes on there as it's opening up.
Yeah, it's very, very spicy, very rye.
I like this both immediately in the glass and after 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Because it doesn't...
It's different,
either way.
but I like it in the beginning because it's really harsh. I like that. I like that boldness. But then I also like it as we're kind of sitting here and sipping it. And this is probably the biggest hug that I've gotten of all of them. Yeah.
Probably because it's only 3:30 in the afternoon.
But we had a blast doing this, and we just thank you all for watching and participating. We'll probably repackage some of these videos and put them out there into the ether a little bit further.
The ether.
Yeah.
You know, what the cool kids say.
Yeah. And we hope y'all enjoyed it. We hope y'all had a great time. And look forward to next year's. We're going to do it again, I think. And we'll have 24 new selections next year. And I had a blast. Cheers.